You know, you heard people probably call it the Super Bowl and World Series, you know, slammed together for video games, and it's true. I mean, it's really, it's more of a, it's less of a show now for me. It's more of a, it's probably the hardest thing I do here at GameSpot, and every year I look forward to it and dread it at the same time.
It's going to be big. It's going to be a really big show this year. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, you know, there's all this handheld stuff. You know, it's like, is Microsoft going to announce their next system? Probably not, but it's possible. A bunch of big sequels. It'll be a pretty big show. You know, we get down there on Saturday, and then work pretty much starts immediately, but the show doesn't actually start till Wednesday. So you're basically kind of just running on guts, I guess, the whole time, and Red Bull, which doubles for guts.
Do you have it?
Last year I pretty much felt like the floor of a taxi cab by the end of the show. I feel as though I will feel much the same this year, but at least I'll be happy with what I did, so that's all that matters. As long as all the content gets up on the site and nothing catches fire, I'm happy.
I'm actually going to set some things on fire.
Well, I mean nothing important.
Important things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Like the Staples Center.
Oh, okay.
This tradition, by the way, dates back forever ago.
Really?
Not this particular Del Taco, but Del Taco in general. Me and Jeff, when we used to go stay at this beach house in Venice Beach, like yeah, with Glenn Rubenstein, one of the guys that used to work here. We used to go. There was a Del Taco, and we would go over there, and like, yeah, it was awesome. That was a great deal.
It's the Del Taco experience is okay. I like a lot of choices when it comes to, you know, how I live my life. Options. And Del Taco's menu is all about options. So you can get a burrito, you can get a quesadilla, you get kind of the whole standard Taco Bell menu. But then they also have this whole kind of shoddily put together hamburger menu too. So you can get not so good French fries and kind of a dry hamburger, but it's there for you. And then they have all kinds of other wild, crazy stuff like dulce de leche shakes and all kinds of other buck wild stuff that you don't find other places.
We're just very focused on covering this show because it's very, very important. We think even to those people who don't really know what E3 is, I mean, we have a pretty broad audience. People, you know, come to the site once every couple of months or something. They don't really know what E3, much less, they don't really know what E3 is, much less, you know, what it stands for. But when they come to the site during this period, they're going to see a ridiculous ton of new stuff about a lot of games that they're either excited about already or are going to be excited about after looking at our coverage. So for us, it's a time to do what we do best, and that's report on games quickly and thoroughly. Basically try to cover the show like a blanket.
Hey, you know what? The location was a genius move. We We pulled off an incredible one. Staging, the trust, the way everything's going to be laid out. Yeah, this thing had an engine, it would totally take off.
Hey, Trav.
Yeah.
What's that in your hand?
Camera.
What you gonna do with it?
Put it on the dome up there.
That is sweet, dude. That's awesome. That's sweet, dude. Thank you so much. That's badass.
There is no preparedness at E3. You just do it. You know, it arrives and you jump in.
Thing
All
is,
hell breaks loose.
Thing is, you can prepare all you want, but I mean, there's always going to be random crap you didn't account for.
That's the thing. You just have to wing it. So
That's cool. Prepare. Everything explodes. You just go from there. That's pretty much the long and the short of it.
yeah, E3 is definitely a seat of the pants operation.
Did you say a stupid pants
It's a seat
operation?
of the pants.
Oh.
Like do the thing.
And so tomorrow morning is the big show, though. Tomorrow morning is all about the press conferences. And, you know, we'll see how that goes. That's going to be... I mean, tomorrow, in all honesty, in a lot of ways, is the biggest day for me personally, I think. Not really, but I say that now because tomorrow comes before the other days.
Hey, where you at? Turn around, walk back to Highland. We're sitting at the corner of Hollywood and Highland. We'll pick you up. We're heading to the booth.
There he is right there. I see him.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Run over here, get the car.
Yo,
Wesley.
Lord it! Whew!
So you have DS tape?
I have DS tape. I have asset disc.
Okay, I've got the asset disc with the B-roll DVD. Is that what you have? This?
I have everything that you are showing, yes.
Okay. Where'd the tape go?
Well, I have my own tape.
Basically what I'm doing is Alex just ran in here with a press disc from Square Enix. And I'm making sure we get all the information, like all the new games and stuff are all entered in the system. So we're ready to go as soon as the embargo is lifted.
Essentially, the press embargoes are the way in which game publishers get the press to help them break their big announcements. And it's something that we, for the most part, are more than happy to do because we want early and ideally exclusive access to announcements on new games. But in exchange for that, publishers aren't going to let us just run that content as soon as we hear about it. So they make us sign non-disclosure agreements, and then they hold us to specific dates. Usually on the first day of the show is when we can unveil these sorts of announcements.
So basically it kind of runs like a well-oiled machine in that I get the data entered, they enter the screenshots, and GameSpot Live enters all the movies, and then at the exact moment we can enter them, they're up and ready for people to download them.
And now I'm going to give this a try. Oh yeah, this is already a bad idea. Alright. There's tomatoes in this. Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. You know what? I like sports more than anything. Pretty much everybody in this car. I don't get the whole excitement of going to a basketball game. It's like, look at all these people. They dress up and everything. What's that all about?
Yo, I got it. Who need liquor shirts today? I got the Kobe shot. Don't hate on the hate. Hey, Echo, I got your watch right here. The liquor watch. Who need a liquor watch?
What about the folders? It's kind of bunk sometimes. Crawling around on my knees, hooking up these video cables. It's kind of rough though, working like 24/7 basically for not only the week that we're down here, but also like the week leading up to it. Because, you know, to get everything ready. But, you know, small sacrifice to pay really to be in the game industry. I mean, look at what we're doing. It's like, oh, worst it gets is something. I guess it did, you know, crawling around on my knees, plugging video cables in. It's not like I'm digging ditches or working at a coal mine.
What do you think of the parties?
You know, when I was younger, they used to seem like really big and cool and exciting. It seemed like you're living like the fast, cool, you know, lifestyle, you know, bright lights, big city and all that kind of thing. But now it's just like, and I think it is because I see, you know, this whole week and everything surrounding it as pretty much just a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job, you know. So it's like, that makes it a little easier to kind of think of it in terms like that, because then it's just like, you know, they're just, I mean, while other people get to go having fun, my job is to go and get footage like we did. You know, Mortal Kombat, we're going to have the first direct feed of that game, more of it than anybody, PS2 and Xbox. So, you know, I think the parties are kind of cool. I mean, I just like them because they give us an opportunity to do stuff like that. And it's neat, you know, it's neat to see the setups they do, like that big cool Mortal Kombat Dragon, you know, logo on the wall. That was pretty. And we're f***ing hella lost. It's like, I don't know how the f*** we ended up over here, but we are lost. So we're gonna turn around.
The other part that seems to have proven to be a big challenge this year is just keeping our site up and running well amidst the influx of traffic that this show naturally brings. Our site gets hit really hard. About twice as many people come to visit GameSpot during E3 as you know, on the average day. And sure enough, once again this year, despite the best of our preparations, the site just ran really slow, and certain technical procedures under the hood didn't happen smoothly. So that's certainly very frustrating for a user of ours who's just trying to get to this new preview of the game he's super excited about.
So now that they're starting to turn on the lights and everything, it's starting to become a little bit more real. Get the music going. Not just a bunch of crates sitting around anymore. Now it's actually looking and sounding more like E3 does. And then it's like Wednesday morning though, when they flip that switch, all the music comes up and all the lights come on and all the games start showing. It's just like a cacophony of just madness. Let's tell you about God of War. God of War is the wicked sick game that allows you to kill people in the face.
God of Thunder, baby.
God of Thunder. I could kill people in the face.
I'm gonna shut down the car, is that cool?
creeping up on me like that? So I was at the Sega conference, and it was about 5 minutes long, and there was this they called the Sega Tone, but unfortunately the bomb's already been dropped. We knew it was the Matrix Online, and they showed off some pretty cool fight demos and stuff, and some pretty cool moves and stuff. But all in all, it was kind of a non-event, unfortunately, because everyone was thought there'd be some crazy conferences, but still, Matrix Online. The demo starts June 1st, so we'll see more then. This is what you do after you go to the event. You go back and you write it up real quick. Generally, the publishing cycle's about, it can be as short as 20 minutes, it can be as long as an hour and a half. Now, if you excuse me, I got a story to write.
What's up?
How many Red Bulls do you have so far today?
3, actually. I had them pretty much all in succession first thing this morning, but I haven't really needed them since then. I've been doing pretty good. Things were a little bit hectic this morning. Stuff was a little bit bumpy, but everything's smoothed out now and it's running great, so I'm flying high just off of the joy that is E3. Yeah.
There's always stuff that is unveiled at E3 that makes me go, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm in this industry and that I get this kind of privileged access to see this before anyone else does. Even if the game goes on to, get delayed a bunch of times and not come out for another 3 years, there's a lot to be said just for seeing it for the first time like that, even if you don't have anything to take away from it. It's just an exciting event that way.
Let's do this. Well, I just checked in for my appointment. I'm going to go look at Killzone, probably in one of these back rooms where it's a little quieter, it's easier to talk to people, and there's not all this, all these crowds like, elbowing you and stuff like that. So hopefully get us a better look at the game. Everybody wants to follow me.
Killzone is set in a time of planetary conflict. We've been very much inspired by the various theatres of conflict of the 20th century, and that is very, very evident in the game itself.
What multiplayer modes do you have?
I'm not really going to say a huge amount about the game types of multiplayer. Whereas the secondary... visualizer and I can work. Ben's quite sprinting. You can actually watch the sprinter withdraw from battle if you get shot up too much. So if you play, to be honest, I really quite like that.
Causing me, or is there like a grain filter you put on?
Yeah, it's hellish. I like it though.
So is that in all the levels? Are you going to look like that, or different areas?
We try to get this very kind of cinematic look to the game. So for certain levels, we try to pick a certain ballet and also kind of contrast and color saturation factors. So you kind of get it to look more like a movie than kind of oversaturated candy color world.
If you want to take a little quick break, just for a couple minutes, we have drinks, soda. Actually, ice cream sundaes.
Is actually just leave our bags in here so we can do another great game there?
I think it's ice cream time. Get out of here then. It's pretty hot in here, so having something cold is pretty nice.
Dinner and lunch and breakfast. Actually, it's not breakfast. Yeah, I had something this morning. Now that the show's open, it's just go out there, look at games, write about games, and it's much more straightforward. And we got a lot of the big games out of the way today, and tomorrow we'll get the other big games out of the way, and then Friday it's just kind of mopping up some of the smaller stuff that's still very interesting, but maybe not as kind of hotly anticipated and isn't seen as a priority to as many of our users. So yeah, it should go well from here on out. I mean, we have this party coming up at 9:30, and hopefully a bunch of people will be able to come out and yeah, just kind of relax for a little while.
An internet outage, which oddly enough happened around the exact same time last year. And it was because last year, the reason why, because it turns out that they turn off the internet in the building at a certain time. So
Same thing.
we had no idea this time. So, because last time what happened, we had our own party the same night, and we came back when it was down, and they said, "Oh, it was down because we turn off at a certain time." And this year we're actually here. So we don't know. It's hard to tell. We're trying to figure it out. We're making contacts. You calling Joe Russell?
Okay. Thank you. Hour.
Down for an hour.
The party.
We.
Can I go in now? No, we gotta clear it out. Give me 2 minutes. Take your time. Yeah. Cool. You guys want to set up right by the exit? Cool. Thank you. Let's give us a second.
Actually, go over the ATI Radeon booth. Take that over there. And then right on. What's going on?
Where's Adam?
Extra large you have. Extra large. Extra large you have.
So wake up.
and wake up and smell the ashes.
Or are we just sitting at a black screen? Never a good sign.
Nice.
End of the line.
Welcome.
I think about it's all I have left.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait just a second. Anybody have any questions while we're waiting for somebody who knows how to get the hard drive working again? IT rules.
Dude, I was so worried. The battery was gonna die because it kept screwing up like that. I felt really sorry for him, but at the same time, my battery started only half full, half empty, depending on how you look at things. You know, he started talking afterwards. I figured it was over. You know, he's gonna do a little discussion. So I zoomed the camera on him, re-white balance, refocus, re-everything, re-expose. And then he's like, oh wait, I have another movie to show you. And I was like, maybe the battery will hold. I'll ride it out. Okay, sure, fine. And it was just about to die. And then that shit crashed on him again, which is unfortunate. I feel really bad for him because I think that game's gonna be awesome. But yeah, if that hadn't crashed, I don't think I would have gotten that second movie. So karma for somebody.
Actually, one of the best trends I've noticed at E3 over the years is that the quantity of booth babes, as they're called, has diminished. A lot of companies in the past used to just hire, like, I guess just kind of washed up Hollywood models or wannabe actresses or something like that to just stand around in skimpy outfits and, like, demo the games. I never enjoyed that aspect of the show myself. I would like for this industry to be respectable, and I don't think, you know, scantily clad women hawking video games that they know nothing about, you know, with kind of frowns on their faces is a very kind of respectable image. So I'm glad to see companies focusing on the content and making the games sell themselves as opposed to just trying to have a woman in a bikini do the job for them. And you know, it seems to be the sign of this industry maturing in some way, though granted a lot of companies still do rely on that kind of titillation aspect to get people to pay attention. And in a lot of respects, that still works for a lot of people.
Understood. Thank you. We actually just got a phone call from a source of mine, one of our reporters in the field found out from a source of his, basically that the Sims 2 is coming out September 17th. So this is the nature of breaking news. We get a tip, and now I've got to scramble to write it up before the other guy does. So and I've got to kind of background research and stuff. But it's like that here. It's just basically anything can break at any time, and you just always have to be ready and stuff. So got to come correct.
Breaking stories quickly is an important aspect of what we do. It's a very important aspect, and the only thing more important than that to us is the accuracy of our coverage.
So that's kind of the nature of web publishing. You know, you always get a story up, you're like, oh wait a minute, we can add this, we can add that. So it's a lot more flexible than print. You know, it's also a lot more hectic because you're expected to basically to update it all the time, do it as accurate as possible. So yeah, it's going through now. The pub tools are humming along pretty good, and it should be on the web, and it should be on the web and on the news hub. It's already on the site, but it'll be on the news hub in about 2-3 minutes. So, anatomy of a news story, there you go. And if you stick around like that, you have anatomy of a nervous breakdown.
Breaking stories is very important to us in terms of perception, and also just because we're very excited about this stuff. We're pretty hardcore around here. We're up late, covering this stuff and keeping up on this stuff. We want to let our readers in on these secrets as soon as we can, and on new scoops and stuff, because a lot of our users are just really demanding as well. They're reading our site at all hours. They will absorb our content no matter when we put it up. So it's not some kind of 9-to-5 thing at all. I mean, it used to be way back in the day, but now the expectation is for us to be publishing stuff around the clock, and indeed, not a day goes by when we don't update our pages.
Hey Lauren, what's going on? I'm over at the EA booth, and when you think of EA, you think of one thing first, and that's the sports games. I'm looking over my shoulder, I'm seeing FIFA football, not soccer anymore, Tiger Woods, March Madness, NHL, NCAA, NBA Live, and of course, the biggest of them all, Madden. Will the Patriots finally be a good team in a Madden game? They better be. Hey, where's Ryan?
Hey, what's up, Lauren? Yeah, I think Rich is over there in the sports area. I'm over here at the Burnout 3 little kiosk, and you can see they got a pretty big deal over here. A lot of people have been lining up since I've been over here waiting to do this, and this game looks awesome. I don't know how much direct feed we have up on the side already, but yeah, we got to get some more because this game is. I gotta get over there and play it.
Or how should I look? Should I look like relieved, or what emotion do you want? Fine.
Made it over the hump day.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's what we do,
Like, at this time of the day, I mean, you really can't feel this on the camera, but it is really hot in that room. And we've been drinking nothing but bottled water all day, and it's like athletes. When you're sweating, water just doesn't hydrate you enough. Yesterday I was drinking like bottle after bottle of water, and I was still parched. It was like this really deep thirst in me, and I would have killed for some Gatorade. There's only like one vending machine in this entire place, and it's down here. But it's kind of cool. You see the people cleaning up around here, and it's quiet. It's a big change from the 60,000 people walking around.
How much are the 250?
I think it's jammed.
Oh no! Sold out.
Oh, thank God.
You pressed the wrong button, dude.
They weren't sold out last night.
Alright, that's
Oh, it's down by my change in nickels? I don't believe this.
Hey, but it's still...
What kind of vending machine gives a change in nickels?
so chuffed that today is the last day of the show. I will tell you that much. I really think that the nice, fresh, not rancid sandwiches that we have in the booth right now add character and flavor. Though we are already a bunch of characters in this place. Oh God. I mean, today is short. The show closes at 4, and when they close at 4, they close at 4.
Don't look at me. Come over here and just play right away. You don't even have to wait in line. Monica Seabrook is going to sing the Pokemon song for us right on up. Come on up here. Turn around. This is your moment of shining American Idol glory. I want to be the very best. No one ever was. Catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Pokemon. That was great. I'm impressed. She hasn't even had coffee.
Right now I'm thinking I got to get up as much stuff as I possibly can before 4 p.m. You know, just to like put the knife in and twist it. You know, right at 4 p.m. everything turns off at E3. You know, they start turning off lights. Everyone leaves. Internet goes down, and you know, when the internet goes down, there's not much else we can do. So we gotta hurry, we gotta cook, and get as much stuff as we can possibly go. So just kind of cranking on it right now.
And thanks a lot. You guys keep checking everything out. They're gonna cut our power off, so we're gonna go. See you next year.
Wristbands. GameSpot wristband. Take them so I don't have to carry them home. All left. There's like all wristband left. Alright, I'll have this 4. Now there's 3. 3 people gotta get up and on and they
We found these sunglasses on the floor in the lobby last night. And then Ryan threw them onto the street. And then I picked them up. And now here they are. They're pretty terrible sunglasses. I think that's why I like them. I think I'm going to throw them out the window while we're driving back to the hotel.
See, actually, I think one of the most amazing parts of E3 is how quickly it all goes away. If you just look around, see all this crap. I mean, it's only been what, an hour since they closed, and it's already, you know, half dead. In another hour, like, you wouldn't even know anything was here. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so ready to go home. It's not even funny. I loved covering the show. It was fun. It was intense, but I want bed that is mine for 48 hours straight.